Welcome back, Focus Learners. Let's just jump right into today's explainer. Now, if you think AI is just a fancy chatbot living on your screen, well, you'll definitely want to buckle up. Between 2026 and 2030, AI is literally going to step off of our monitors and directly into our physical, everyday lives. Today, we're breaking down the 9 consumer AI products that are absolutely going to transform our daily routines. So, the overarching theme we're looking at here is what experts surveyed by the Pew Research Center are calling the tele-everything world. We're moving toward a totally new normal of digital interconnectedness. We're talking about a world where an invisible infrastructure of ambient intelligence seamlessly links our workplaces, our healthcare, and even our social activities. It's essentially an environment where the devices all around us actually anticipate our needs. So, how exactly is this going to look? Let's break down the products driving this massive shift. Now, I want you to imagine something for a second. What if you never forgot a single detail of a conversation ever again? What if every brilliant idea you had while out on a walk, or every key metric you discussed in a crazy busy meeting, was just perfectly captured and organized without you lifting a finger? Right, so our first category is AI memory assistance. And honestly, we need a bit of a reality check here. You might actually remember the Humane AI pin. It was this lapel pin that launched with a massive $1 billion valuation, basically promising to completely replace your smartphone. But, well, it tried to do way too much and was discontinued by early 2025. The reality of what's actually working is much more focused. We're seeing immense success with narrow-use companion devices, things like the Plod Note Pin, BAI, and Omi. The Plod Note Pen, for example, is just a tiny wearable that records all day, transcribes in 112 different languages, and perfectly summarizes your meetings. It doesn't try to replace your phone, it just gives you a flawless digital memory. But, it does make you wonder, if a machine remembers absolutely everything for us, are we slowly going to lose our own natural ability to recall the details of our lives? Okay, moving from our memories over to our vision. What if your everyday glasses could literally see, hear, and translate the entire world around you in real time? Well, guys, this isn't science fiction anymore. Welcome to the era of AI smart glasses, our second product category. Devices like Meta's Ray-Ban Gen 2 glasses are already out there and widely available. They pack a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera with 3K video, open-ear speakers, and the Meta AI voice assistant right into a really stylish frame. You can translate languages on the fly, and looking ahead, these ambient visual devices are even going to act as navigation assistants for the sight impaired. But, and this is a pretty big but, it begs a rather serious question. Are we, as a society, truly ready to let AI overhear and oversee our most private everyday moments? Let's shift gears and look inward for a second. Imagine if your own body could continuously text you its exact medical state, actually catching illnesses before you even feel a single symptom. This brings us to category number 3, AI wearable health monitors. So the absolute crucial point here is the tech powering them, specifically small language models, or SLMs. Unlike those massive cloud-based AIs, SLMs act as highly secure little pocket brains. They process your super sensitive health data directly on your device, which ensures your privacy. This lets wearables track your vitals continuously without completely draining your battery or needing a constant internet connection. And the interface for these things? It's getting wild. Neuralink's telepathy brain-computer interface chip is actually entering mass production in 2026. That means you might soon be scrolling through your vitals using literally nothing but your thoughts. Though, are we truly ready for a world where our minds are directly linked to our health devices? But what happens when that wearable actually detects something weird? What if your doctor could just instantly analyze your entire genetic code, your diet, and your microbiome in a matter of seconds? That brings us to our fourth category, AI personal doctors. To put the scale of this into perspective, the global AI healthcare market is projected to hit a staggering $164 billion by 2030. We're talking about a full-blown Internet of Medical Things. Clinics are going to feature smart millimeter wave machines that algorithmically scan your heart rate, respiration, and blood oxygen in seconds to diagnose symptoms. Generative AI will even create highly custom treatment protocols for complex conditions like Alzheimer's. But again, we really have to ask ourselves, are we ever going to fully trust a machine learning algorithm with our actual lives? All right, let's pivot. Imagine applying that exact same hyper-personalization to education. What if every single student, no matter their background, had a world-class expert for literally every subject, available to them 24 hours a day? Enter product number 5, the AI personal tutor. Tech companies are heavily investing in this space right now. For example, OpenAI recently launched its R3 mini model, which is specifically designed to enhance reasoning for complex STEM applications. These AI tutors are going to allow students to create highly personalized schooling menus tailored perfectly to their own unique learning pace. With real-time language translation and advanced cognitive support, this tech is going to make it incredibly cost-effective to invest in human capital. It levels the educational playing field in ways we've just never seen before. But hey, if the AI is doing all the heavy cognitive lifting, how are we going to redefine what it actually means to learn? Okay, let's talk about shopping. What if you had a tireless, personalized digital buyer instantly comparing millions of items across the globe just to find your perfect match at the perfect price? That is exactly the promise of our sixth category, AI shopping assistants. A great real-world example of this is Amazon's newly launched Rufus. It's a conversational AI designed to navigate really complex shopping needs. But it goes way deeper than just chatting with a store's interface. Emerging universal commerce protocols are going to allow your personal AI shopping agent to negotiate across platforms like Shopify, Target, and Walmart all at the same time. They basically act as your ultimate consumer advocate, hunting down the absolute best deals while you focus on other things. But are we really comfortable handing over total control of our wallets to an algorithm? And speaking of focusing on the fun stuff, what if an AI agent just handled all the boring life admin? Your insurance renewals, your prescription refills, all of it perfectly timed to your exact schedule. Take the Jaggerin architecture, for example. This leads us to our seventh product, AI household managers. You know how current reminder apps just annoyingly ping you that a deadline is approaching? Well, Jaggerin uses what are called hibernating personal duty agents. These agents don't just know when a bill is due, they calculate the exact cost of not acting right now. They know that a prescription refill 2 weeks out shouldn't bother you during a stressful Monday morning meeting, but it absolutely should trigger when your GPS shows you walking right past the pharmacy on a Saturday afternoon. It's incredibly convenient for sure, but it does make you wonder, if an AI runs all our chores, do we eventually lose our own executive decision-making skills? So once your AI shopping assistant buys something and your AI household manager schedules it, how does it actually get to your house? What if your next physical online order just dropped straight out of the sky? Welcome to the eighth category, AI autonomous delivery robots. Experts are forecasting a massive, flying Internet of Things. We're talking about a huge network of smart drones equipped with object recognition and sense and avoid systems, constantly communicating with each other mid-air. They'll drop small payloads, like critical medicines and daily supplies, right to our front doors. It's incredibly efficient. But we have to balance this excitement with the real challenges, namely managing the noise of thousands of drones buzzing around and the reality that, to fly safely, they require a persistent, decentralized, biometric surveillance apparatus. Are we willing to trade quiet skies and personal privacy for instant delivery? Finally, let's step right inside your house for the ultimate sci-fi consumer reality. What if your absolute hardest household chore was literally just asking for it to be done? This is it, our ninth product, AI home robots. Tesla's humanoid robot Optimus is really leading the charge here. Powered by Tesla's AI5 chip and xAI's Grok voice assistant for natural language parsing, these robots are steadily transitioning from factory floors into domestic spaces. We're looking at machines genuinely capable of folding laundry, sweeping floors, carrying your groceries, and even providing vital physical assistance to the elderly and disabled. To put that into perspective and give you an idea of how advanced this is getting, Tesla claims their Gen 3 biomimetic robotic hands are capable of over 3,000 discrete physical manipulations, and they are already deploying them 24/7 in their Fremont factories. The tech is very real. But as these highly capable, camera-equipped, data-collecting robots move from the factory floor to our living rooms, the question of whether we will truly trust them in our most intimate personal spaces remains completely open. So when we look at this whole sweeping landscape of consumer AI coming by 2030, we're definitely seeing two sides of the same coin. The promise is incredible, right? Smarter, safer, highly productive lives where technology acts as an invisible, super helpful layer over our daily routines, drastically reducing friction. But the challenge is equally stark. Getting this level of convenience relies on expansive sensor networks, potential algorithmic biases, and the centralization of our most private data into the hands of just a few tech companies. It's a really delicate balance between utopian convenience and unprecedented shifts in how our society operates. Well, we've certainly covered a lot of ground in today's explainer, from memory companions and smart glasses, all the way to robotic household helpers and autonomous drones. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Look closely at the list we just explored.
Based on what you see out there in the world right now, which of these AI products do you honestly believe is going to arrive first in your own daily life? Think about it, keep your eyes open, and keep learning. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.